Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name's Elena Hung, and I am a mom. And I am here today because I am absolutely terrified of the possibility that Graham Cassidy healthcare bill could become law. 3 years ago, I had a great pregnancy and an amazing birth. I was thrilled to meet my baby girl, and then 15 minutes after she was born, she required 100% oxygen support and was rushed to the NICU, where she remained for the next 5 months. During that time, she was diagnosed with multiple serious health issues affecting her airway, lungs, heart, and kidneys, resulting in 3 major surgeries, countless medical procedures, and consultations with over a dozen specialists. Today, my daughter Xiomara depends on a tracheostomy to breathe, a ventilator and supplemental oxygen for additional support, and a feeding tube for all of her nutrition. Today, also, she's in school because she had access to excellent health care. Now, 3 years ago, I was thrust into the world of parenting a child with complex medical needs, and I took a crash course on how to advocate for my baby, and I've been advocating for her ever since. Plans to repeal the ACA and cut and cap Medicaid directly impact my family and families like mine. This summer, in response to the efforts to repeal the ACA and all the protections it affords, my friend Michelle and I decided to take our kids to Capitol Hill so that senators could see the faces of those who would be affected by their votes on health care. We wanted them to know our kids and see that kids with trachs and ventilators and feeding tubes and rare syndromes and medical records a mile long are just kids. They're kids who need health care. They are kids who can thrive with proper medical care, and like my daughter, they can go to school, they can go to playground,
Carry a book bag.
they can carry a book bag, they can go to story time at the library, they can live at home with their family, watch Sesame Street with their sibling, they can come to a press conference like this, and just be a kid, be a kid. So we asked families like ours across the country to share their stories, and we offered to hand deliver them to their senators. And share they did. And hand deliver we did. This summer, 16 families came to the Hill on behalf of our group, the Little Lobbyists, some of whom are here today. We brought our children with us every single time, with their medical equipment and emergency bags in tow. From that first day in mid-June to the day the skinny repeal bill was defeated, we had collected over 225 stories from families in 46 states, all families like ours, families with children with complex medical needs. We spent day after day, week after week on Capitol Hill. We visited all 100 Senate offices, some offices multiple times. We had meetings with staffers from 33 Senate offices, both Republicans and Democrats. We met with 20 US senators. And we did all of that because we desperately needed to tell our stories. We desperately needed the members of Congress to see our children and understand what was at stake for us. This is our story. Our children deserve a childhood. Our children deserve to grow up. My daughter Xiomara has come so far since those days in the NICU, since those 169 days in the NICU. And she has worked so hard on her therapies to accomplish things that once seemed impossible. And today she's a happy child who's going to school and thriving because of the medical care she received. Medical care that does not put a cap on her life. Medical care that does not discriminate against her pre-existing conditions. 10 pre-existing conditions that she was born with. Medical care that allows my daughter to receive the care she needs at home and in the community, and not in an institution. Medical care that does not force families like mine into bankruptcy. And that is what medical care is. Now, we all agree that our healthcare system needs fixing, but taking away protections from children with complex medical needs is not the way to fix healthcare. Taking away medical care from children with disabilities is not the way to fix health care. And that is what this bill does. That is what Graham Cassidy bill does. It doesn't give flexibility to families. It doesn't give us a choice. It cuts Medicaid funding that our children desperately depend on. It rolls back protections for our children. Our children with complex medical needs all have pre-existing conditions. And that is absolutely terrifying for my family, for the families here with me, for the little lobbyists, for the hundreds of thousands of families across this country. No, you can't call yourself pro-life when you're playing politics with our children's lives. You can't. So stop playing politics with our children's lives. Stop playing politics with my daughter's life. Please listen to our stories. Please get to know our kids. And I ask you, as a mom, to please protect their health care. Thank you.